We've told you Nescafe is cheaper than Pampers, but do you listen?
Is it? Is it? Professor Hammer. Hey.
Have you seen the number of apologies from deadbeats in this season?
So many. Too many, in fact.
If you don't take that as a lesson, hiyo ni shida yako.
Mwanaume ni nani? Mwanaume aliambiwa ukiona cha mwenzako chatiliwa maji. Is it something like that? Ama chanyolewa? Whichever comes first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
That's it. But bado tutabebana tu. Hapo that same from that same table.
In fact, you go and delete a whole YouTube video where you claimed, I do not know
this woman.
Never seen.
Ever. Anyway. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On being blind.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we discussed.
It's been too long. Yeah.
We've just been up and about talking to artists.
Yes.
Well, it's been fun.
It has been.
But once in a while, we feel Edgar Barry has been on a break and someone needs to hate.
Yeah. And so here we are.
And so here we are.
Clearly.
Basically, so I'll start by hating on Kenya.
What's there to like in Kenya?
Well,
apart from the leadership. Yes.
Particularly, what I think there's a lot to like in Kenya. But the music scene, probably it's just audiences not consuming enough. I'm not sure, but the charts haven't changed. You can imagine the whole time we haven't been reviewing the charts.
It's been months,
Yeah, it's just been the same songs over and over again. So we just thought, okay, let's go see what Tanzania is up to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, when you say we're not consuming enough, I think we are, because I was just saying the other day that Wakenya hadi sheng tumesahau. Squeeze it in. Coco. That's just
you see, this is the effect of a piano has on you.
I'm just like,
it's all we do.
Yeah. Hey, ukienda pale Winning Post, we're consuming a lot of music.
Yeah.
But radio, what I've been listening to a lot is radio. Kenyan music, nothing.
Even our radios don't play our music.
Nothing. All you'll hear is Kaniko sawa, uko sawa, uko sawa, niko sawa.
Oh.
Nviri, and then a Sauti Soul one. That's it. Like, it's all Soul Generation or Sauti Soul.
And then
Nyash, and then one trending song. So like, what's trending now is what song is trending now?
Luku.
That
Kali.
one. Kali. Yeah. That one. And that's it. So they'll just play like a trending song, Soul Generation.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I think Kenyan radios need to be carried with a flag. So that someone builds an arc.
Yeah.
And the rest of us go in 2 by 2. And come up with scripts.
I see. The problem is this: the HQs are not in South Sea.
Westlands, hiyo superhighway inakuja.
Wacha ikuja expressway.
Inakuja na maji.
Kwanza sasa tumeambiwa it might be mandatory to use because barabara za chini za kawaida they're all gone.
All right.
Yeah.
So if it's mandatory, do you still pay?
I don't know.
No, just from my house to the airport is like 30 kilometers. You're telling me 600 bob to use a road.
But you're going to the airport. Hiyo pesa ya ndege si uko nayo. Kama unaweza lipia ndege, nyinyi ndio watu wa kununua.
Watutengeze tu chopa basi.
Umenunua Range Rover. Umenunua Range Rover. Tena unataka kupigana na watu Grogan. Come on.
It's important.
Hey,
you know,
it's a balance in life.
Yeah, because you see how we keep telling people, find your partner's bougie. Like, I might not be buying expensive clothes. There's a place where I'm bougie. So like, I'm bougie, I'm a fly out.
Yeah.
But I'm not bougie enough to use 600.
I see.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, so let's manifest what's happening in
We'll have Adukibe here and then we can talk
what
about
happened to that guy.
He's doing okay. He has a whole network now.
Okay, so
yeah.
Pedos assemble. Anyway.
Yes, Tanzania. They seem to still be an inspiration to us.
Yes.
I mean, Harmonize is in the country currently, working on his album. He says it's done.
It's huge.
Why he's here, I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know. Harmonize is like a force that I don't understand.
To reckon with. It's such
Harmonize
a name.
is a whole force.
Yes, he is. He has big numbers.
Yes.
Claims to be one of the biggest artists in Africa. But in TZ, he's definitely, if not number one, number two.
Okay. That means him and Diamond, right?
Of course.
So where I think I'm having this disconnect is I don't think I know as many Harmonized songs as I know Diamond's. But he's just as huge or maybe bigger. So that's where the confusion is. Just the same way I hear Davido is really huge globally. But I
Burna
feel
Boy
like
is all
Burna Boy is... I know more Burna Boy songs. But anyway, I don't know. The masses...
The masses, I guess. And the masses are probably not on Twitter, so.
Oh, yeah. Also, I just, he hinted on opening a branch for his Konde label in Zanzibar. So,
I see.
Yeah, Zanzibar is like the extension
of the kingdom.
It's an island. Technically, Tanzania.
Yeah.
What they don't have is their own currency, but they have their own flag. They have their own. They don't have a currency and an army.
So he's going after like locals, like those guys Ukondani, because Zanzibar is like they have their own way of living and also their own music and style. Yeah, and it's more traditional. So it makes sense because they've each tried to do Singeli, that type of music. So Diamond has a track, but Harmonize's song was huger than that. Yeah, so I see why he's making these moves, just to keep up with Chibu.
Also, he mentioned there could be talent in Zanzibar, but it's not being explored. So I feel it's the same thing here in Kenya. If you're not in Nairobi, you don't get those opportunities.
I mean, all these artists we've been talking to are from Kijikisi,
true.
So they all come to Nairobi.
You're very talented, but the opportunities are concentrated here, and if you never make it here, then no one ever gets to hear.
Makes sense.
You.
I mean, the ferry ride from Zanzibar to Nini is not cheap.
Exactly. There are people who've lived in Zanzibar who've never been
to the
mainland. But then again, there are Nairobians who've lived in Buru and have never been to Kino. Guys, anyway, Nairobi tu ni ujinga.
Ngoja expressway. Sasa kutakuwa na expressway.
Oh, okay.
Inatoka Jogoo Road. Hivyo.
Subarians.
They're having a swell time.
I know.
Anyway.
On credits. We're trying to look for Wololo TV.
Wololo TV, I think, is funny.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
He is.
He really is. He's I mean, those guys are also going through an interesting phase, yeah? Because Flacco had a phase.
Yeah.
Where he went should we say the top, but he was like up there. And then now I'm coming across people who used to watch Flacco.
Yes.
And then have transitioned to like Crazy Kenna.
Yeah.
Wololo TV is that guy in the middle. He's always been just...
he just did his thing and then... I don't know. He was just busy doing his
thing, yeah.
Doing his thing, and I think consistency does pay because...
I see.
For me, I met him on Edgar Barry. I don't know about other people.
He's on Edgar Barry.
Yeah,
what
sometimes
happened?
Edgar Barry just highlights people who are doing good jobs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he did do a highlight on Wololo TV, and I went and checked, and I really liked him, and that's how I subscribed.
That's one thing I've never known about Edgar.
Oh,
yeah.
You guys think he just be chafuaing your name?
But he does.
Oh, okay.
But that's also because
But didn't you Nino with your cousin, didn't
right?
you?
Yeah.
Is it a lie? It's a fact.
Sanitize. But like, that's why we...
Yeah.
Well, personally, that's why I only end up at Edgar Barry's.
Yes.
Because Ambare has been mentioned.
Oh,
or something.
Okay.
But I never understood that there's another side to what he does.
Well, he sometimes just highlights talent, and that's where I get some plugs for like awesome people. Of course, the tea is fun.
Too crazy.
Yeah.
Kwanza, what I love about it is Yummy Mami.
Oh.
As the meme of like, It's beautiful.
I've never seen a meme so consistent.
Beautiful. That one I'd give him. Like he found it and it's like, this is it.
Oh man, Edgar.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's only fun if you're not part of the team.
Right.
So the day your name will appear there, you will come here. My lawyers,
I know.
the legal team will contact you.
DCI.
Yeah.
But Wololo TV hit the jackpot for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy is one of the jacks.
He's one of the jacks on the Betsafe Anthem.
Yes, free,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's upbeat.
Yes.
It's a jack swing, jazz.
Yes.
Funk kind of, rhythm.
Yes.
I couldn't believe. What I couldn't believe is that it's a song. It's a Betsafe song.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I went to look for it, I'm like, why is it? Why?
On that channel, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm here for the song.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So we've also been trying to figure out who the jacks are. So I think the jacks are the 3 characters in the song.
Yes. And I'd like to know their names.
Who knows their names? May I know Wololo TV is one of them.
I'm sure his mother did not give birth to him and
good for him.
You are Wololo TV.
Probably has a name. Yeah.
So I would like to know the characters. Also, I feel a lot of Kenyan artists could borrow a few things, or even 7 from from how the video was done.
Yeah.
I think it was well executed. And for me, the major thing was the whole science behind psychology. It looked like a lot was considered about the audience when putting this video together. First of all, just the way they dress up. I think the jobs they do, they're very regular people.
Which makes it relatable, yeah?
Yeah, very Kenyan sets. Like, what is that mama do? Is she cooking mandazis or something? Yeah, it's very, like, it's your kawaida esto where you'd live. And then the club scene. Not winning post, guys, like kawaida clubs.
Nail ingine yenu ya Kisumu.
Yeah, Black Pearl. Actually, you could carry a Black Pearl because it's like a local.
Yeah.
And
a big ass local.
Yes.
That place.
Kisumu is a big ass local.
Usherati. Iko pale.
Kila mtu ni wa kila mtu.
Kila mtu ni wa kila mtu.
You don't go and sing now.
Oh, I see. Ati consistency. Ati uonekane na mimi jana na leo.
No, please.
Okay.
We have to sample and figure out, okay, if you're tasting vanilla, I can try strawberry. Okay, now let's exchange.
I see why people fly all the way there for weekends. Oh
yes,
my God.
It makes all the sense in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first of all, the guy singing it, they just credited him as Prince.
Prince, he has a hard name.
He does have a hard name. He also seems to be an alias or something like that. So he kind of wants to be behind the scenes, but the job just won't allow him to. But he seems to be either an audio engineer or a producer, one of those two things. But the song is beautiful. How he executed the singing. I mean, I don't know who wrote the song.
Yes.
But the choice of words is
also really good.
Yeah. And then I think what they also did very well is not being too direct of like what the song is about.
Yeah.
So they decided to bring out this emotion. I guess that's why the name of the song is Free, and that's kind of what sticks. Like free.
Yes.
Din, din, din.
Yes.
His voice is amazing.
Definitely.
I love what he did. In terms of the video, it's colorful.
It's colorful.
Extremely colorful.
Yeah.
So just the color itself makes you, because I also saw it on an ad, right?
Yeah.
So when you see it, first of all,
you just feel happy.
Yeah.
Like you're just happy for no reason.
Yeah. And you're not sure whether this is the ad or it's really what you wanted to watch. So you just end up watching it instead.
Yes.
So it's colorful, it's beautifully executed. And then I saw Wololo TV. Like that's
I know, right?
very relatable.
Yes.
Because I do like his comedy and he just seems to be an interesting guy.
Yes.
So I saw him and I was like,
And he wasn't
this guy.
He wasn't the star of the show.
Yeah.
They worked really well as the Jacks. So it is 3 very regular characters. By the way, there was no one with a 6-pack there. Just so you
I had someone on Dr. Kingori saying, ati sisi tunaangalia wallet. Au vijana wanapoteza wakati kwa gym. Hey, I was like, wait.
And you know you're wasting money because the gym you
Consumes.
actually pay for anyway. Yeah, so the characters really gelled up really well, and I don't know how to describe it. I really love this particular video.
Yeah.
And I feel like, guys, mbona Wakenya mwezi shoot video hivi leo? Shida ni nini mtuambie leo? Kama ni pesa, go fund me.
Go fund me. As we culture yetu ni ngumu.
Yeah.
I also don't understand why. I think concepts, because this is definitely a conceptualized idea, right?
Definitely.
This is someone who put it in paper on a storyboard somewhere and then executed. But also there's good use of like studio space. If you like the very first part where they're kind of in a studio, looks great. Hizo zingine mimi sielewi mbona tuwezi fanya, because the other shots are like out in the street.
Yes.
Just people dancing. The lady you're talking about in a kibanda, and it's just kawaida shots. But then there's some element of like cinematography and videography and storytelling.
Yes.
That's very wanting.
Yes.
Oh, that's very clear.
Perfect, yeah.
So one thing about our videos I would say is that sisi tunajua hii. Unaenda video shoot, unapata the camera guy is just like this, and then those are the effects, and that's it, and they just chop. Utilization of studio space pia, let's not talk about it. Kuna sasa video ya calligraphy na michosha.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I love calligraph to death.
Me too.
That ninja would be talking about anything in the world,
and you'd be on his side.
On top of a building or in a car. Na luku.
Sindo hiyo. Those are the priorities.
This guy could be singing about death, but
look ni safi.
Luku ni safi. Concept maginene is none of his business, you know.
Yeah.
I'm here.
That's being too serious.
I'm the best rapper in Africa, in Nigeria.
Exactly. And the thing about him is like he'll always get accolades. So like Juicy again, he's been nominated best rapper in East Africa or something like that.
Yes.
And I'm like, who decided?
Well,
overnight. Yes.
I think Calligraph keeps winning because his lyricism is off the
course.
hook.
Yes.
Nothing comes close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for his art, we can give him that.
Yeah.
And he's allowed then to do
whatever
things.
he wants.
Your song is not treated well. Hauna tune. Production imefanywa uko.
Sikuna auto tune. And that's why there's a producer.
Bado video unataka kufanya vitu tu wewe tu ndio unajua. I don't understand. And then when people are saying play K, you honestly want us to play you.
But there's some good songs. You've talked about GoFundMes, right?
Yes.
So how do we do it? Because we've also heard of not DJs but people with cameras.
Yes.
Okay. So me, I have a camera. You're the artist. Unaimba vile unaweza imba. I saw you at a video shoot. I must sign you. I signed you. You sang.
Yes.
You came to my studio. You had no money. Hiyo pia ni shida. No money.
Yeah.
Just talent. So I put you in a deal. I'm like, okay, I'll give you studio time. You will record with my producer, top producer here, and I'll also shoot your video. But then your rights are mine. Is that a fair deal, or should we figure out something else?
I think on whatever we're talking about, that deal is up to you whether it's fair or not.
As who? As the business artist guy, or as the camera guy, or as the artist?
Or as the artist.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not a good deal.
But
you don't have the money. What other option do you have?
Siwimbie tu uko TikTok.
But
Why do you need to be fighting over this YouTube space?
Yeah.
Ati OG Calligraph will toa a song tomorrow. Me, I'm towing a song tomorrow. And then we have to shoot videos for this song. And we have no money.
I think what we're doing here, the problem isn't even the money. What I'm seeing here is the problem is what we're talking about. The concept.
I see.
Because Calligraph's videos are not cheap.
Not cheap.
Yes.
This Betsafe video is not cheap.
It's not cheap. These labels that sponsor artists,
they
do fucking expensive videos.
Yeah.
So the problem is not the money here. The problem is the execution. If you're going to have a label, if you're going to have a team that's going to be working around your music, can you have someone to brainstorm and come up with concept, draw a storyboard, work for you and tell you this is how it's going to work. It's not the way you feel. Unatokea kwa camera vibes and inshallah. We don't do that here.
Inshallah.
Do people watch Diamond? Do people watch Beyonce?
I don't think so.
Are you guys, do you understand?
We don't.
Okay, let's not go far. Do people watch Sauti Sol? Because Sauti Sol has concepts. And they try their best to execute it in a way that does not make sense for feminists, but most people...
Are you going after Sauti Sol? But most people
would totally feel the vibe.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I mean, the music is beautiful.
We're just lacking,
whether it makes sense or not. I mean, it's put together well.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's the point of telling stories? I mean, what's this guy called? Stella? No. Stella Wangu. Freshly Mwamburi was on Pulse what yesterday.
Yeah.
Old and tired about this Stella story that comes up every year.
Yes.
But it's timeless, right?
But Stella did come back on that date, and it happens every year. It's like 420. It must.
We must be seen.
It's an anniversary when Stella came back.
Yeah. I wish only Nyotandogo's husband would be coming back. It's tough.
We knew this podcast should have never come back on.
Shouldn't, which is why we have third parties hosting.
Okay.
Yes. So anyway, so you said who? Stella Mwamburi.
Freshly. Yes.
Wrote a song in 19 wherever he wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote that song talking about Stella. Stella left.
Yeah.
Came back with whoever she came back with. It's a beautiful story.
Yes.
Fine. But of what significance is it to us in 2021? Right? Yes.
It carries very heavy significance.
Does it?
Yes.
I feel like
this is the 90s version of what is happening right now.
Yeah.
When we have so much femicide happening.
I see.
Yeah.
But now
because what was Freshly's problem? Freshly paid school fees for this chick until he sent her to China. He sent money for her to survive in China.
Little did he know the Chinese were coming this way.
Exactly. So I think we're dealing with the same problem right now.
Yeah.
Just imeomoka tu sahi inaitwa Tuma Fair.
Oh, sahi inaitwa Tuma Fair.
Yeah.
I see.
So I feel like it's still relevant even now.
Yeah.
Because we still have issues of nilimlipia shule.
Yeah.
I expected her to be my wife, but now she's learned. And so I think it's still happening in 2021.
I see.
Yes.
Mimi nilimpea watoto. I expected her to keep quiet. Now I've been fired from radio. Should we sing a song about that?
Yes.
And your song itaenda wapi? And because kesho again.
Yeah.
OG Nyashinsky atauza nini? Ameuza simu, atauza mafuta sasa ya nywele. Get ready. We'll jump to that song. What significance is my storytelling?
How else do you want people to connect to your music?
Yeah.
And how else do you want to get paid? So, wewe unatoa tu muziki juu ni passion ama you actually want people to watch? Do you actually want to pay your rent with music? Then you have to put all these things in consideration.
Yeah.
Because you ask yourself why. Okay, your music is woke and all Nairobians are chilling and vibing,
and inshallah.
But Diamond anasikikadi na mamangu.
Yes.
And it's not like his lyrics is clean.
Not at all.
We just don't know what he's saying.
I see.
Yeah. There's the video concept. There's things like you can just... Do you remember Professor J with a song of a rich lady who tried to katia him? You could literally mute that video and watch it and get it.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah. So right now, people need to understand just the importance of storytelling. And if you think that is a if you think it's a very minute thing, look at Abel Mutua.
Yeah.
Mkurugenzi literally sits down and tells you a story for 30 freaking minutes.
Yeah.
And you will not switch stations. You'll not have to go and watch something else. That's how storytelling works.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But it's an art. Like storytelling, I don't think comes naturally to everyone.
That is why you should hire specialists. How many times should we say this?
I found the problem.
Yes.
The hiring. Hiring. Who are you? You're going to now start paying. You haven't been paid.
Yeah.
Your royalties, might never come. But you're hiring people.
Okay. It's just the same thing as, I think it's the same argument as songwriting. If you're not a good songwriter, you'll need to get
Someone
writer who can do it for you.
Yeah. Unless you can't sing.
If you can't hire, then continue singing your bad songs and we'll not listen to it.
They might not be bad. I mean...
Well, why aren't we listening?
Remember here time and time again. There are people who just can't sing other people's songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, don't come here and tell us that you is a starving artist.
Yeah.
And that we don't play your song when you just can't get someone else to write your verse, or you can't just get someone else to do concept for you. And I tell people all the time, sometimes you don't have to pay for all these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get something in return for a service or a product.
Yeah.
Nikikwambia, Aloma, you're good in graphics. Can you do this card for me?
Yeah.
And then Mimi, I can say, let me brand your Instagram for like a week. Guys, wewe hauko talented in anything you can offer someone else.
They're talented in singing. I'm a singer. Unataka nianza kuchora sasa graphics.
Which I think
computer packages.
All the things you're telling me still work.
Yeah.
If I'm a writer and you're a better singer, I can write for you. We both get credits.
Yeah.
Split sheet inasema wewe 30 mimi 40.
Yeah.
My friend, hii pesa bado itakuja kwetu wote.
Split sheets hata watu hawajui ni nini.
Oh. So
we have to start from
a
whole other thing. But yes, if we were to do that, I think that's because that's what comedians have done, right? Like Akina Flaco and Akina, not comedians. Yeah, let's say this generation of content creators.
Yes.
So Flaco and Aziad and Wololo and Crazy Kenna. And once in a while they'd come, Tom Daktari and Sami Kioko. So once in a while they'd come together and do some shenanigans. Throw in Terrence and Desago and whoever, and then go back to their own. So they have their own brands or their own content pipeline going on, but once in a while they plug into each other's audiences. Musicians, yeah.
Well, Mindo producer, Mindo writer.
Beef
solo, I'm the island.
I'm the producer, I'm the writer. I'm the distributor, I'm the CEO, and the talent.
Anywho, mtu wasaidia watoto.
Sawa, tutawasaidia. That's what we say. I know. That's a typical Kenyan answer. Tutawasaidia. Yeah.
We're looking into it.
Yeah, we look into it.
Who did Ezekiel say he's going to help? And then akarudi akaambiwa si wewe uliambia ukijana mimi Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, is that guy. He's busy. Hata pambana na Eric. Pambana na Eric his side.
Yeah.
As he finds something on the Wajizas. Wale akiwapata.
Hajaongea, okay.
Akiwapata.
But hiyo ilikuwa shetani. Okay, we have too much controversy in this country and not enough music.
Too much, basically. That's just what we are talking about.
Yes.
So, I think we can borrow something from the comedians. This new generation, wale wa Churchill.
Well.
Yeah, this generation, Akina Wololo, Crazy Kenna, all these guys, I think they're doing something good, coming together. Sijasikia ma beef hapo kwa hiyo nini yao.
Yeah.
But we can say, people say when the money comes in, then you really see the people. I think they've each had endorsements and a bit of money here and there. So,
ways,
and they're still going strong and working together. So if artists and musicians is Gengeton guys and whoever else is coming, hey, speaking of whoever else, what other genre of music do we have in this country? That's just
Afrobeat.
Sawa, waimbe hizo Afrobeat. But anyway, yeah. I think Hiroshi is doing something.
Yeah. But
I don't know anyone else
even he couldn't put his song in a genre because he's merging stuff and just creating sound, and it's brilliant.
It's brilliant, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big struggle he's been, a big fight he's been struggling with.
Yeah.
Like positioning his music
anywhere.
Somewhere.
Yes.
And then, because even the people, so he's, of course, what he has fundamentally is that following, that cult, whatever.
Yes.
But then, I mean, it needs to be scaled. It needs to be scalable. But that scaling is tough because it needs to be positioned somehow.
I was watching Kurugenzi when he was talking about Ekodida's story, where Ekodida also had the same problem. So Ekodida would take his music to a gospel station and he'd be told, this is not gospel, it's not Rose Muhando.
I can imagine.
He takes it to secular and they're just like,
what is this again? Yeah.
So there's also that, and you find that we are very black and white. We don't have a gray area for people to experiment and come up with stuff, and we support them and grow. And I think the one thing that, I love Gen Z. I think the one thing that Gen Z have realized that baby boomers and some millennials have still not realized, there's space for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Just because you're coming up doesn't mean you're going to replace me.
Yes.
So sisi what TikTok haiwezi ja. Tunaweza tengeza content sisi what.
True.
So I think that is a very healthy mentality.
It is.
So you don't feel like anyone who's in your space is fighting or replacing you.
Yeah.
And I think we've had that problem for a very long time. Cardi B came in, we thought, no, Nicki Minaj is now gone. They're two different artists,
It's ridiculous. And I mean, like, Nicki can now do songs with Rihanna.
Yes.
Oh, like, do things with Rihanna, do projects with her. And it's like, I mean, no one is hungry. Like, everyone is just prospering on their own, their own level. Which, again, I think is what are we talking about? Is what we've been riding on. That thing of like, the space is very limited. Because, I mean, Calligraph, Octopizzo made no sense.
Yeah,
but
it makes no sense.
It's just like,
very different artists.
Who's better?
Yeah.
And then now we want to rope in Breeder and say, okay, Octopizzo, Breeder, who's better?
Yeah.
And then we want to say...
And these are different generations. Like, you look at Octopizzo, you look at Breeder. These are coming at different times.
Very.
And you want to pit them against each other.
Very. For no apparent reason.
Yeah.
But they each have beautiful music. So let them keep doing what they do.
Yes.
Juicy Nimona Trio Mio has been termed
the Issa
of this generation. I'm like, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But
I'm not from Nairobi, so I wouldn't say Issa is as huge for me either.
Yeah.
So you can come
he's a whole entity of his own.
Yeah.
And he's 16, 17.
He's 16.
One of those two.
Anyway.
Whatever. Anaweza call it. Unaona vile kijana na mistari. Anajua dictionary ka yote. Huyo ni mtu repeat classes kama mbili tatu hivi. But anyway. I don't know, but yeah, he's super talented.
Okay.
I think he's back in school now.
Yes.
So
I can't even keep up. Like, I don't know how education is working in Kenya right now.
I don't know how it works.
Well, all the best.
Yeah, we wish him all the best. Again, Trio Mio. 3 sciences, wachana nayo. Ukiambiwa na mwalimu wako sijui you can be a doctor. Wacha.
Guys.
Wewe enda shinda kwa library. Or wherever it is you spend your time. Write music, write all the music you can. Yeah.
And practice and just sharpen it, and when you come out, make it work. Because where our parents assumed
they
we were supposed to be engineers, well, see us hating on engineers who produced music.
Oh no.
Well,
your failures are your own. I always think about this.
Yeah.
Like millennials, when we are 40, we'll be a weird bunch of people.
And now you think we're not weird enough.
Now we can still say, your 20s. Now we can be like, things you should know in your 20s.
Oh, yeah,
we're in that, we're like, let me tell you. Exactly.
Self.
If I was 19 again. Now we can say that. Okay. But when we cross that line, we'll be like, what? Yeah.
But just like hiring concept directors, hiring directors, music writers. Please, millennials, can you get therapy?
But we don't believe in that. We are okay. We are woke. Our therapy is on.
Can you? If you're woke, then you know you need therapy.
We are woke online.
Because you people are traumatized.
We are traumatized. We've seen a lot.
All of you have PTSD from somewhere.
We've seen a lot.
It's bad.
But this life is just tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll take your advice. Do you have any therapists you're recommending?
Yes.
Edgar Barry is one.
Well, by the way, it helps. Just reading
Does
other
it?
people's
Problems.
private.
Then you're like, my life is okay.
Mimi,
I know.
Imagine tunaweza mo.